Hello, welcome to counseling. I know this is our first time together, but I did want to say off the bat, and this is what we say to everyone that comes here, that being able to take the first step is the most important step. Before we continue, I did just want to ask for your consent to the video that I'm recording, obviously. Um, the purpose of this consented video record will grant permission for a live taping of an actual interview. Any discussion topics will be offered voluntarily and will be held in strict confidentiality by the student partners and their instructor. This information will be recorded and submitted for review. Feedback will be offered from the instructor related to specific references made during the recording. If this material is to be used as part of open course instruction, any names or identifying information will be changed to protect the anonymity of the students in the recording. So, are you okay with this? Like I said, are you comfortable? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Good. So I just want to tell you. So my name is Jason. Right now I am currently a student, trying to I'm currently essentially just a student, just trying to get into the counseling world. So yeah. So I just want to say thank you so much for you know, letting me do this with you.
Yeah, of course.
So what brings you in?
I have a lot of issues with my self-confidence and just being a person in general. I care a lot about what other people think of me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not worthy in a sense where I just can't be my own person most of the time.
Mhm.
But I just have a very damaged way of seeing myself, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm pretty. I just don't feel good about myself.
Okay.
At all.
Okay. Where do you think that stems from?
I don't know.
Okay. Could it maybe be something from like your childhood or something, or?
Maybe.
This is too real. Are you okay? Okay. 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 So, what was the issue with your self-esteem that really caused you to come in today?
I don't feel good about myself anymore. I am not motivated to do anything anymore. I just,
It's hard for you to
yeah.
have the energy to really move around, and that's based on your self-confidence. Okay.
And I just think that's very restrictive, only because I put up a fake persona to please others in a sense,
Mhm.
But
No, I hear you. Um. Yeah. So. Can you remember a time when you when you didn't really feel like this?
probably around the time when I was in elementary school, it started happening when I just went into the 6th grade, when I would receive comments from doctors or friends and family about my weight or my looks.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry to hear that. It's terrible when parents or really anyone that you're supposed to trust kind of comes down on you for something you can't really control that much, especially as a 10 or 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, so, okay, so the people in your life, they told you this when you were in 6th grade, right? And was there anything else that happened? I know they said a lot of things verbally, but was there anything did they ever try to make you do anything, or?
No, not really. I just grew up in a very different household, but it's as a Hispanic person,
Mm-hmm.
you're just like judged automatically based on like whatever you do, you know, like
Yeah.
your relationship status, your body, the way you speak in Spanish.
Yeah, I've heard that part before. That it's just like you sound like a gringo and
Hmm.
fancy.
Yeah, it's just like any like little thing that I do that is like slightly like messed up.
It's like you're walking on a tightrope.
Yeah.
Okay. I know for myself that like it was like being a Jamaican is just like a. It's not the exact same, obviously, but it's just like there are a lot of times where it's just like if you don't walk this like one narrow path, it's like you're automatically dogged upon, if that makes sense. But do you have anyone in your life that you think can like talk to, that you've been talking to about this, or?
Yeah. I do
Okay.
have some very close friends who have helped me
Okay.
very much
How so?
throughout this year and the past couple of years, I'm pretty sure.
How so?
Because they help me talk about my emotions in ways that like I've never really like had.
Been able to?
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's just that like their confidence in me is what makes me thrive and feel better about myself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm glad that you do have friends in your life that you can like depend on for these things, because I know that it can be really hard when you're going through anything and you feel completely alone in that matter. But I do just want to let you know that even if you do feel that way, you're not alone. Like this is something that it's not unique to you. I don't mean that in a bad way, obviously. I mean that in a sense that in a more encouraging light, I'm trying to say that essentially it's just like I know that it may feel as though it's just like it's something that you can't really escape, but other people have done it, and I think you can too, because you have come here today, Miss. You have come here today, and you have proven to not only me but also I hope to yourself that you want to change and that you will do the steps required to change for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So, um, basically what you're telling me is that I'm supposed to change for myself and not for others.
Exactly. Because having self-confidence in yourself, at least in my humble opinion, having self-confidence needs to come from within you. Just because if I or someone else looks like what society wants them to look like, but they don't really like how they look, if that makes sense, then they're not really being self-confident. They're just following along with whatever guidelines society has set out for them. Life is about trying to find out who you are as a person. And I think that this is a very big bump in the road, but I do think it's a necessary bump in the road for some people sometimes. I think that you can come out of this stronger than you went into it. I mean, you are 11, but
Yeah.
but you get the point. But yeah, no, like I just, if you want self-confidence, it has to come from you. It has to come from whatever it is that you want to wear, whatever you want to look like, if you even want to look like anything, if that makes sense. Whatever you want, and whatever else someone else says, that does not matter, because they're not you, and they cannot control whatever they cannot. They you shouldn't give people the power to control what you do or what you say or what you act like, because who the fuck are they? Like, it's not, it doesn't help you in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Um, well, I will take your advice and I will change myself. And there's also another thing where um, I just feel very feel like I've just gone through so much that like I'm not comfortable expressing right now at the moment. But it's just that like I feel like if those things didn't happen to me,
things would be different.
Yeah.
Well, first off, I want to let you know that you're always safe here. Whenever you feel comfortable and ready to talk about whatever it is that did happen, you can talk to me about it tonight. There will be no judgment. There will be no on my face. It'll just be stoic. But on top of that, I think that sometimes thinking about what happened in the past can kind of keep you in the past, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And I don't mean that to say that you can't think and like try to come to terms and understanding about whatever it is that has happened, but I can speak, speaking for myself at least, I know that it's okay. Speaking for myself at least, I know that like trying to keeping yourself like thinking about what life could have been will prevent you from living whatever life it is that you want to live.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a situation myself where it's just like I wondered like would my life have been different if X, Y, and Z had happened, and I just realized one day that because of the fact that I was thinking so much about what my life could have been, I wasn't really focusing on the life that I have right now.
Yeah.
Because there are terrible things. You know, there's always going to be good and bad, but focusing on only the bad all the time makes you completely forget that there is good right around the corner, or good right in front of you.
Yeah.
You know. So, what would you say what would you say you like about your life right now?
What I like?
Yeah.
Well, I like that I'm currently supported by like my family members, like my sisters and stuff like that. They support my decisions. They support who I am.
Okay.
They've helped me grow as a person. Mostly, Brianna.
Yes.
But you know how she is, 'cause
Yeah.
like she's just very supportive. I feel like I can be myself around her.
Yes, I've realized you are different around your other siblings compared to her. Yeah. But yeah. Still another minute. But yeah, no, like I just I don't believe in the whole in the notion of choosing your own happiness, if that makes sense. I think there are some things that like you really do have to. There are some hurdles that you can't just avoid. You can't just duck under them. You kind of just have to take them face on, and the trying to avoid them just kind of ends up making you feel a bit worse about yourself. But at the same time, I do think that focusing on what in your life makes you happy, I think that that is I think that that is one of the best things that people can do for themselves. Because, like I said, it's so easy to just think about all the negative things that are happening in your life right now. I just want you to know that while you're here, like you have complete and 100% complete and 100% confidentiality. But yeah, but yeah. So yeah. So are you? How do you feel?
I definitely feel like very relieved, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I haven't had the chance to tell this to my friends yet at all either.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I'm telling you. But
thank you for bringing that trust in me.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I appreciate very much. But yeah, I will take your advice and try to step out my comfort zone a little bit, just to like become comfortable with the uncomfortable.
Yes. Yes. That is yes. Yes. But anyway, I'll see you next session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.